What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode, I guess, well, the next episode on the channel anyways, of Sundered. Now, you might remember a little while ago, I played a game called Jotun, which was actually one of the most beautiful one of the most beautiful indie games, there we go, not alpha games, it was a full release. It was one of the most beautiful indie games I had ever seen in my life. Well, when I was at PAX, the developers were working on a game called Sundered. And they were nice enough to send over a demo of the game, the version .166 whatever. Either way, today we're going to check it on out and see if it's something that you want to put on your indie radar for the future, alright? Let's get the game started! And as per usual, oh my good lord, this game is pretty. I've only been in it for like 4 seconds. The Trapezohedron's Tree. Spend your shards to improve your abilities. Unspent shards will be lost when you leave the hoob. Okay, so we've got Valkyrie shield, and that's pretty much it right now. So do we have like a gun? Oh, okay, so we've got like a sword or something. We've got... Christ. We've got like a Gallic gun looking thing. Holy shit, we can whip out like a giant cable-sized cannon there. If we want to, like War Machine over here. I guess we'll go to the left, and we'll just kind of see what happens. It says there's a door over here. I'm interested in checking it on out. The Holy City of the Eschaton. Oh, we can break these little pots. Do we get anything from them? Like little gems or whatever? Nice. Okay, a little bit of platforming action right here. Look at the way the dust rolls off of her feet when she jumps right there. Like, seriously, the artists that they have working on games like Jotun and Sundered, it's just mind-blowing how awesome it is. Like, it really does. It blows me away. So if I wanted to shoot that right there... Did that work? I don't think it worked. I wanted it to work. But sometimes when you really desperately desire for something to work, it doesn't mean it's gonna. That's just the way life functions. Sometimes life doesn't pan out like that. I'm gonna go up and around like this. I am playing with a controller because I don't hate myself, and platforming on a keyboard is the worst idea ever. That looks like it's gonna be painful, so I'm definitely not gonna do that. Maybe this way is not the... What the shit is that thing? Shoot that fool. Oh, we're putting hands on these things. Let's go. Yup. Drop them dukes. Ham, eggs, and cheese. Fo-yo distribution, weird smoke monsters. So it looks like she might be using her cloak. Or like some kind of attack. Yeah, I think it's the bandages that are around her wrists. She can actually use those to attack. Oh, we can do like a down stomp too. And an up strike. Ooh. Okay. Alright, you got me. Alright, I'm paying attention now. I would add a little bit more of a sense of impact since this is like an early development build. I might focus on making the attacks feel like they've got a little bit more impact, a little bit more thud, a little bit more like oomph when you hit an enemy. Wow, there are a lot of enemies around here. I don't know what the right course of action is, but I can definitely tell you that standing my ground is probably not it. Those are called screamers, huh? Well, if that's not a loaded name, I don't think I've ever heard one. Oh, the door is shut. Fantastic. The door is shut and our health is low. This is obviously going to work out well for us. Alright, there's another one. Bites the dust. I've been lasered again, though. Dude, you need to stop shooting shit at me from off camera. That shit's making me a little bit upsetted. So are they coming out of this thing up here? Is that what it was? What did I do wrong here? Because these things are all over me right now. Which leads me to believe that I must have done something wrong. I did something to deserve this. Are they jumping out of this thing up here? Is that what they're doing? Oh, I can walk behind it. Okay. So there's got to be some kind of spawner or something over here. Picked up a couple of shards. No health objects yet, though, strangely enough. I keep hoping like maybe a little Metroid-style heart or something will fall out of these guys so that I can get myself paid up with a little bit more health. But man, the level of quality in the animation is just utterly mind-boggling. Like, if you saw this game as a film, you would be impressed. Versus, like, just looking at it right now, it's like, man, this is the level of polish into the visual aspect of the game that AAA companies like Disney put into their stuff, you know what I mean? It's just super crazy to see that inside of, like, a really small indie project. Because as I recall, I don't think Jotun sold, like, independently that well. I remember watching the game pretty closely because I thought it was really awesome, and being sort of just like bummed out that it seemed like nobody got into it. Oh, I jumped into spikes. Hold on. I don't know why these things want to hurt me, but they seem to be pretty upset with the fact that I'm trying to get the hell out of here. So I'm just going to stay on the move. I don't know if this is a game that's meant to be played quickly maybe, and that's why they tend to pile up. Once you like stop in one spot, they start dogpiling on you a little bit. Maybe that's what it is. Good sweet lord, we are getting trashed on right now. We are just getting choked out. Alright, so let's sidewall right. Oh my god, it's so fluid when you're doing the wall jumping. It feels so good. I hate games that have bad wall jumping. It's a pet peeve of mine. And the wall jumping feels so good in this game. It works perfectly the way that you expect it to with regards to the way like the controller responds to the input that you're giving it. It feels perfect. And for a Metroidvania game, you can't ask, oh, they run up walls. That's kind of cray. I don't know how I feel about that. Either way, I know it makes me slightly angry at the bare minimum, so I'm going to slap them to death with my bandages. That's right. We defeat you with the power of pool band-aids. There's nothing more terrifying than a bloody band-aid in a pool, bro. Watch how quick. People be jumping out of that pool like somebody dropped a mega deuce inside that thing. People be jumping out of that pool like they saw fucking Godzilla, dude. It's ridiculous. Blue. Ah! Pool band-aid, no! I am having a huge amount of trouble getting myself moving here. There we go. That's all that I wanted. Yeah, it's actually almost kind of feels like a climber, maybe. Like they want you to... Oh my god, I'm getting tapped on right now. If we can just stay ahead of them, I'll be alright. There we go. Yeah, just stay moving. No more killing. No more fighting. Just stay on the move. Good lord. There are... Oh, it's a dead end. It is a dead end, and that is the worst. Oh, I've been struck down and defeated. Ew, I got sucked into a ground blob. Brutal. That fatality wasn't fucking around. That thing wanted to make it abundantly clear that thing snapped you off. Okay, so we're at the trapezohedron's tree. Oh, these don't cost that much. Okay. A perk slot. Select a perk to get it. Yeah, get a perk slot. Do I have any perks? No, there's no perks. The trapezohedron's tree. Yeah, upgrade my shield. What does it require? So that's at max. I don't mind upgrading my health either. Like if we have, does it raise the price of everything when I buy one of these? It looks like it might. So I went to the left and I tried to work my way through this place. It seems like the enemies spawn at a pretty ludicrous rate. And I don't know if that's just for the demo to keep you moving or if the point of the game is actually to outrun them nonstop. It definitely has that feeling to it. It feels to me as though I'm supposed to be like racing the creatures as I go through here. And they came out of left field trying to take my ass out. Alright, so they're in the holy city of Eschaton, where, as per usual in Metroidvania games, people appear to store their currency inside pots and everything else. So that right there I think is probably like, once we get further, that might be a quick travel thing to help us get back to the place that we were faster. Oh, actually, it's a little bit different this time around, I think. Well, there's our first enemy. He's already chipping away at our shield. Oh, believe me, I need you the hell up out of my face. Is there like a block key or something? Oh, there's a dodge key. Okay, that works. Well, then you know what? I'm going to give my shield a second to replenish while I try to stay moving. I also really like the design of the main character. The design of the main character is dope. She looks badass, like she really does. What with the cloak and everything. I especially like the idea for using a bandage, almost like that thing wrapped around her wrist. I can't tell if she's using her cape. It looks like it's disembodied from the thing, or at least detached from the thing. It doesn't look like it's her cape. I'm pretty sure. What is that right there? And why are these monsters so concerned? Oh, that actually pushes me downwards. Okay, so I don't know how to get to that. Maybe there's an upgrade or something like that that I need before I can get in there. I'm waiting for this little dude to be in a position where I can finally vanquish him. That's right, you've been vanquished. Nothing up that way. Looks pretty good. Let's jump off this way. God, that's so smooth and it feels so amazing when you wall jump. Seriously. I like it a lot. Oh, wow. That actually took him out. Easy peasy. And you can do air juggle combos. Oh, how much do I enjoy that. I love a good air juggle. There ain't nothing better than a good air juggle. All of the enemies do deal damage. They really sincerely do. They hurt. So what is that right there? Do I want it? Is there anything... Maybe it recharges my shield or something like that? I don't know. Alright, well let's take this up and over this way then, since that seems like... Ew, that wall has a butthole. That ceiling has a sphincter. I remember thinking that was hella funny. I used to play Quest for Glory when I was a kid. and you start out in like that first place, and you have to pry open like a sphincter with a knife. And it used to just make me crack up hearing John Rhys Davies say, "A sphincter blocks your way." It makes me funny. That was back before he was Gimli too. And so now I know what it sounds like if Gimli says the word sphincter. I do dislike that the flyers can fire through the terrain. I would probably remove that, just a little thing that bothers me. I don't like enemies that have the ability to fire through terrain. I find that shit to be slightly cheesy. I think that was a health pickup that I got, but I'm just going to hack and slash my way through here now. Like, we're already up in this thing, so we might as well get moving. Make ourselves a little safer until they all piss off. Yeah, it's almost like a free-running hybrid. What is this? Corrupted treasure. Oh, shit, son. That was really good. Badass. That gave me a ton of cash. So we should have a little something to spend when we get back before if we die this time around. So yeah, it looks like it randomly generates the areas that you're trying to work your way through. There we go. Get you out of the way. You I'm not even worried about because you have like 1/8 of a centimeter of health left. I don't know if I want to... There we go. Got him. I think the green things give you more health. That would be my assumption, having played video games my whole life, is that perhaps the green things give you a little... There's an up over here? Oh, there is. Cool. Let's go that way then. I'm always a fan... What is that red thing? Oh, it's a heart. Okay. So at a certain point, we're going to start losing hearts, too. I'm not super sure on the annotation. So we've got a blue bar. That's our shield. We've got a red bar, which goes down when we get hit. But we've also got hearts. And I don't know how this all factors in. Oh, cool. We got some kind of book or something right there, which looked pretty rad. It looks like you can levitate pretty much ad nauseam. Like, it looks like you can stay in the air as long as you want, as long as you hold up and attack. There we go. Got him. Tried to bait him into a trap right there. I wanted him to jump at me. I think there was spikes down here or something. I don't know what those glowing things are that I'm picking up either. Is there any kind of dash or anything? There's no kind of... Well, I mean, there's a dodge roll like that right there, but I don't see when I would use that aside from just like rolling out of the way of things. Always seems a little safer to me. Maybe we gotta go back down this way. Drop through right there, although I don't think down is ever the right option in this game. It doesn't seem like I mean, maybe they're mixing it up a little bit right here. I am, however, taking mad hits at the moment. And almost all of it is coming from those little projectile things that they're firing at me. So I'm thinking if we prioritize flyers... Oh, you can jump in... Oh my god, that is so nice. There's definitely a nuance and kind of a meta to the way the fighting works. You start to pick up little tricks that make you gain altitude or lose altitude in the middle of a combo. And I think that's going to turn out well for this game. I think you're going to see some really skilled play in this game because every attack gives you some minor, like, momentum or some kind of... So I'm wondering if that's an Estus flask of some kind. It is. It's an Estus flask. So left shoulder, that's why left shoulder wasn't doing anything. So you've got an Estus flask as well. The hearts, you can actually press the left shoulder button, and by using up one of your charges, you get a bunch of health back. So that's pretty sweet. First impressions on this game are really good. I hope they make a ton of money off this, seriously, because I was kind of down that nobody knew about Jotun. I played Jotun. I talked about Jotun all the time, and people were just like, Jotun, what's that? And I was like, it's a super sick game that you should definitely be playing. So we hit that, and it's going to open that barrier, isn't it? Yep, it's going to open that barrier so that we can actually get to a further part of the level quicker. Okay, it's just a checkpoint. Man, I died before the first checkpoint. That got me feeling a little scrub-a-dub-dubby right now. I feel like I spent too much time up in the tub. And I know that can't be true because I'm still kind of smelly. Nice. And so if we wanted to right now, we could double back and spend some of our souls. But I say fuck that. Let's keep going and being badasses, dude. Why are we going to run back and spend our currency when we could have more? We could have more. It's an option. Ah, dude. Yeah, I strongly dislike that projectiles travel through walls. It'd be nice if they actually had to line up with you, basically. I'm going to take a... Yeah, if you could stop attacking upwards. That'd be fantastic. Oh, wow, I'm down. Okay, I couldn't tell if my health bar was grayed out or if it was still full. Alright, that's cool. Well, that's what I get for taunting the game like that and spitting back in its face. It taught me a lesson. Let's go up here. Alright, so instead of Valkyrie Shield... Oh, I can get armor. Yeah, reduce my incoming damage. That sounds delicioso. We can get luck and shards. We can also get more armor that way. So we've actually got a little kind of... You can see the influence of the sphere grid here. Yeah, take my damage up for sure. I would love to hit harder. And then if we could work our way over there, we can get a new health elixir. It looks like these areas have not been developed yet. Just the defensive tree has. So that's cool. Yeah, take the shield up, and then we'll get back inside the dungeon. At least I had time to trigger... the checkpoint before we went any further. But what a gorgeous game. It shares that with Jotun, where Jotun was one of those games that I remember the fight with, what's her name? The Fire Lady underground. And I remember being in that fight and just really kind of marveling at the way the game looked as rocks were falling and she was throwing her shield at you, and like the smoothness and the cleanness of the animations. This game has all of those things. Definitely, I think art design is one of the strengths, but at the same time, they've done a really fantastic job at also making the game function. Like, the game does not rest on its beautiful art style, which is one of the little things that bothered me with Jotun, is that a lot of the time Jotun had an amazing art style, but it sort of felt like it was banking on that rather than adding it as like a full part of the equation, whereas this game feels fantastic. Ooh, there's a treasure over there. Can I dodge in midair? Is that how I get to that? I don't know how I get to that. I must need like a power, like a dash or something. This game basically feels like I'm inside of like a live anime right now. Is kind of what it feels like. And not like one of the low quality ones either, like one of the good ones. Let's kind of haul you guys off first. I don't want to be chased by a shit ton of nastiness before I go do anything else. I can't go up that way yet. Yeah, my guess is that you get some kind of drill attack or some kind of like spiraling attack or something. It basically looked like something M. Bison would do, or something that allows you to travel through those without losing your altitude or whatever. Because I'm noticing that they're all lined up north to south. And so whatever the ability is, it takes you forward. Oh, I should not have done that. Okay, so let's go over... Ah, they're shooting at me again. Always be capping at me with their nasty ass. Alright. Well, here, if you're going to shoot at me with your nasty ass, I'm going to run through that nasty gas and give it a pass. And then just real fast, ooh, I'm going to bury a blade with a little bit of class and panache. Add a bit more treasure to my stash. Cool. Let's stay moving. I like how it's fast-paced, too. A lot of Metroidvanias have parts where you're going to sit there and like stare at a jumping puzzle for a long time. In this game, one of the great difficulties is that you don't have time to sit around and look at the Metroidvania puzzle because... Oh, hey, what's up over here? So I can't cut those. Can't do anything with what I'm looking at right there. The spiky things very much appear to be in my way. I think for this spot, I'm probably going to need that same device that gets me through the downforce things. The little down push Maz. Alright. Oh, I thought I had my double jump left. I messed that up. That was all my bad. My shield is officially broken. Holy shit. Yeah, I gotta stay on these dudes up here, otherwise they're just gonna pepper me down. Give me another nice little heal right there, and I'm gonna try and stay moving while my shield comes back. That's gonna push me down this way, which actually gained me a nice little gap with them that I didn't have previously. So I can live with that. This looks like a reasonable area to throw down because it forces them all into a corridor, at least until too many of the shooters show up. There we go. Get a little bit of health back. Get a little bit of shield back, and that big wave has been handled with that final Moonwalker pose right there. Just, oh! That's what I'm going to do every time I do that from now on. Oh! It's my Moonwalker pose. Everybody needs a Moonwalker pose. Some things are important, Nerd Castle. Some things just can't be judged. I don't know what the shit that's supposed to be. So that's a new challenge that I haven't seen before. Get him up and out of my way. And then we will continue to travel as rapidly as possible. I still had a double jump left there. Yep, I was ready for it that time. Can't tell me nothing. Definitely could use some more damage to get rid of these crawlers. Enemy variety seems limited right now, but given the fact that the game's not even in like early access or anything yet, this is seriously, this is the PAX demo basically. I'm not going to go in expecting too much with regards to the things that normally get finalized during the last couple courses of development. Nothing that way. As far as my map's concerned... Ugh, they're bucking at me again. Alright. Well, then I'm just going to get moving. Ooh, took a couple nasty little hits right there. Shield is officially down, but I do have the enemies grouped up in a spot that I like. So that I can kind of wear and tear them down a little bit. Now, it looks like we got a door on this left-hand side that we haven't checked out yet. There we go, get him out of the way so I can absorb a little bit of health. If I could also get my hands on... It'd be nice if your sword blocked projectiles or something like that too. And maybe that's an upgrade that you get later on, because then I could actually turn around. Ooh, those projectiles have longevity, no lie. There we go, that was that good stuff right there. Oh, I was trying to get the top juggle right there, but I lined up wrong. My hand-eye coordination and my depth perception didn't work out. I think that's a shield recharger right there too. The prayer grounds. Oh, we made it to a new area. What's down? Oh, shit. Yeah, I see no possible way this turns out in a satisfactory fashion. Just purely based on the amount of projectile spam. That's definitely something that I would actually kind of limit. The off-screen projectile spam is a big pet peeve of mine in video games. I don't like it when projectiles come from off-screen and whatnot. And so maybe lower the range that the mobs get to before they shoot at you so that they're not just constantly artillery bombing you from off-screen. But other than that, that's the only little thing that I've noticed so far that has raised an eyebrow. But other than that, pretty cool little title. If you hadn't seen this game before, it's called Sundered. That was some kind of boss we made it to over there. I got a chance to check this game out at PAX, and I was really impressed with it, just like I was really impressed with Jotun. Not just the visual quality of it, but also the control quality and the functionality of the various mechanics. Pretty cool little game, and one to watch out for as it approaches its release in 2017. I will see you all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. If you wanted to check out more on Sundered, I'll put the website down below. You can't get the game yet, so if that's what you want, you can't have it. But I can give you a little bit more information so that you can add it to your wish list and whatnot. My name is Splattercat. I am a indie game player here on the internet. What I like to do is show off indie games all day, every day. Indie games are my life. They're my passion. They're the thing that I care about. And since I wasn't good enough at programming to actually make them myself, I thought to myself, what can I do? Well, I can actually do something for the industry that assists it with promotion. And so that's what I do here on the internet, is I find indie games all day, and then I take the best of the batch, and then I tend to show them to you right here on the channel so that you can get ready for them. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for stopping on in. Bye-bye, everybody.